you today?
Not really.
His
Uh,
microphone.
our main task could be like TAs or something like that.
Yeah, what type of dog have you
Yeah.
got?
Yeah, I got live stream up and running.
I can't hear you. You're too soft now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a live stream already. Go ahead and make you host. Then there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
What type of dog's barking in the background? Is it yours?
Yeah, it's our neighbor's dogs.
Okay, neighbor.
Yeah. Can you make me co-host?
Yeah, I made you co-host. That's fine.
All
Okay. And
right.
I see you recording. That's great. Okay.
Yeah. Everything's fine now. All we need to do is to wait for the learners. Okay.
Okay, that's great. And feel, relaxed to participate in the class too, Just
Yeah. Big changes for better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Doesn't, or as I say in Australia, see ya. Like, yeah.
This
Okay.
is what his microphone wouldn't work.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah. Okay.
And he also his audio wasn't
Hmm.
very great. He was watching anything that was typed.
Right.
So Lester always starts my recording.
Right.
He won't, but
Yeah.
Lester will.
Hello, Carol.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you?
I'm good.
Ah, that's great. So, what time is it with you now? About 8 p.m.?
Yes, it is 8 exactly.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
What time is it there?
That's why it's easy for me to tell you what your time is. It's 8 a.m. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Goodness, Haruko, I haven't seen you for a long time. Welcome. Put your mic on. There we are.
Yeah, I was very busy because hospitals, increasing number of hospitals have opened up for the patient.
Okay.
And I had to work as an interpreter, so was quite busy.
Okay. So you've been busy. That's good. That's good. Okay. Yeah. And welcome to Mary. Hello, Mary.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to have you in class. Okay. And
Thank
to
you.
Peggy. Peggy, hello. Yeah, you too. Hey, nice to see you. Nice to see you. And yeah. So, Carol, I guess we're not going to have video today, are we? Hey.
Well, I'm a little shy today.
Okay. Okay. So this is it's an interesting class, Zoom tips and tricks. So what do you each want to get out of it, out of this class? Any thoughts or just come for the fun? Let's start with Hiroko. What about you?
Oh, I like to continuously increase my comfort level.
Okay.
I haven't reached the point. Far from that. Keep on trying.
Okay, that's good. Okay, and Mary, what about you? Why are you here?
About the same, and also I want to put that virtual background.
Okay, that
Yeah.
no, we'll get into that as well. And Peggy, what about you?
I am sort of looking forward to just some tips. And then also I do a little bit of teaching, reading, tutoring on Zoom. So I just wanted to see if there's anything that I'm missing as far as communicating and working, what there is tech wise on Zoom, if I'm missing anything. Tricks.
Okay. Okay, well, I hope you find something that you can use. Okay, and Carol, what about you? What brings you to this class?
I want to learn about the backgrounds as well. Just all around knowledge.
Okay, okay. Well, we do bits and pieces, yeah. So you'll find it. There are also other guides that are doing advanced Zoom, and they also really do a beautiful class, more logical than my class, perhaps, because I jump around a little bit. But so keep that in mind too, that there are other more logical advanced classes. So yeah. So Jean, hi, welcome. And why are you here?
Good evening.
Good
I'm
evening.
here to learn some more features. I've done some basic Zooms. I host some for my community group, but I'm looking to find out about polling and some of the other features that are available.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Thanks for sharing that, and please feel free at any time to leave your video on and interact, and leave your microphones on as well, because it's a small class we've got today, which is great, because now we can interact. I can take your questions, and you can get clarity or find out something that you particularly would like to know. And there is no stupid question. Remember that. Okay, it's just something you want to know. That's all. So what I'm going to do is just start off, which is traditionally to get the slides going, and then and introduce myself for those that, whoops, there we are, those that need an introduction. You can see my name is Michael Plumstead. It's on the screen. And I live in Perth, Western Australia, and the time here has just gone 8 a.m.
Our experience and the size of our
We seem to have Lester. We seem to have somewhat background noise.
So tell me, what was life like before we
To find out who we. There we are. Okay, and we got it. Okay. Okay. All right. So what I was saying was I live in Perth, and I'm an author and a researcher, writer, particularly business. I love business. I'm getting involved in business and all aspects of business training and mentoring and helping people start up in business. And in my life, I've focused also on franchising and all different aspects of franchising, and bringing franchises to a country for the first time, those sort of things with franchising. I love gardening. As I'm sitting here, I'm looking at my garden out the window. I position my desk so I can enjoy my garden while I'm teaching as well. And I can see the birds coming to have the early morning bath in the bird bath. And okay, and I of course love doing my slides and my training on Get Set Up. All right, so what you see on your screen now is the agenda. And if you can't see my screen, you must tell me, all right? And we'll sort out why. Or otherwise, tell me you can see. Can you see my screen? Yes, just say yes.
I can.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Because when I share my entire screen like I do here now, and I'll show you why, I actually can't see your faces and the video. Because I choose to do it this way. It's easier to show off certain effects, because I'm working Zoom within Zoom. Okay, and you'll see what I mean as we move around. And so I prefer having the full screen for that. And anyway, I'm going to show you different aspects of Zoom. And one of the aspects is going to be polling. Now, polling is the only aspect that I'm going to show you that you can't get with the free version of Zoom. Okay, and all the others, the breakout rooms and things we'll talk about, come with the free version, but the polling does not. And what I want to show you here within Zoom.us is this is where you would find the pricing and what happens for the price that you're going to, what you get given for the price that you're going to pay. Okay, so you get a free version. You can go and look up there and find out what you get within the free, and you certainly get just about everything that you need to for casual Zooming. You know, maybe a small class or something like that, or a one-on-one, or with your family talking and chatting and so on. And then you get you can see there a pro class for $149. You get a business one for $199, and then you get Zoom Unlimited Business for $300 a year. Okay, for a license. So just be aware that the polling, which we will do, and I do polling on purpose because it's very useful when you're dealing with classes or teaching something. And then, so, okay, but before we get to all of that, hello, Jack. I see Jack's come. Good day to you, Jack. Martin, hello. Okay, your mic, you can leave your mic so I can hear you, so you can leave it on. It's fine. You don't have to turn it off unless there's a background noise. Okay, well, the first thing when you start Zoom, you need to make sure you've got your makeup on. Okay, so we go down to the stop video right on the bottom left-hand side, and you click on that little up arrow, and you click on video. Now, if you're not looking, don't come back to me and say, now, where did you get that?
I'm back.
Okay, you click on video settings, and on the video settings on the left-hand top, you see the little screen that's dropped down, the white screen now in the middle of the screen. Just nod your heads because I can see you at the moment. Okay, that's fine. You can see it, and now you can see it at the halfway down there. You can say it's dealing with the video. This is just dealing with the particular video. You can touch up. It says touch up my appearance, and it's really got to do with the light. And if I move this, let's say straight to the left, you've got to watch carefully to see to the right. You can see it lighting up. Okay, so if your lighting is not great, then you could come back and you could do that. And you can also adjust for low light and so on. But that's not why I brought you here. I'm going to go to background and filters.
Can I do that at the same time that you're doing it?
No, because you are not the host. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
So, yeah. So now we go into background and filters. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off my glasses, and on the bottom right-hand corner, when you are the host, and you have selected to download this from the Zoom, your account, this is free. You click on Studio Effects. Okay. So what you do now, you look at the studio and you look at your eyebrows and you think, I wonder, maybe I need some darker eyebrows. So you put some darker eyebrows on and they follow you wherever you go. Okay, so yeah, you could, and maybe you want to even make them a bit darker, you know. Oh, look at those, eh? Hey, you guys are jealous. And so, yeah. You can play with your eyebrows. You can have different shaped eyebrows. Okay, that's a little thin on the edge. Yeah, but it stays with you. Yeah. So all sorts of a little bit flatter. Okay. Love it. And you can. There's a setting at the top there. If you click it, it will hold that image for your next meeting in the future. All your meetings in the future. So if you ladies want to touch up your eyebrows, then you can do that. And Jack, if you want darker eyebrows, then there's your chance. Okay. But now you can also, oh, look at this. You can also add a little beard or a mustache. Okay. I guess it's not for you women. Okay. But that's a bit of a light one. Very light. We can make it a bit darker, I guess. Okay. There we are. Look at that, dark eyebrows and a little beard. It's super. And you could change your style of your beard. Oh, that one's now unusual. Takes a lot of shaving in the morning to get that shape. So you can have a little dot one in the middle there. Hey, isn't that great? Eh? Hey, I know, Jack, you can't wait to try these out. And then, of course, you can just have a mustache, okay? And yeah, that's not too bad. If you can make it thinner, there's a thinner mustache and going down a bit longer. And then, of course, here's what you've been waiting for. You can put lipstick on. Okay. So now you think, oh my goodness, let me just put this back to normal there. So I've just got a light moustache. Then now let's have some lipstick. What do you think? Maybe a little bit, it's light, quite subtle, isn't it? But maybe we should make the lipstick a bit darker. Nice. There we are. Well, my life I wanted to use lipstick. And so you can have different colors. Okay. Oh, that's quite subtle, but it's quite dark. So we'll make it a little bit softer. And there we are. Now you can hardly see it. Okay. But there are other options too. And burgundy, my goodness me, I can't even see the burgundy. Ah, there it is. Isn't that disgusting? Okay, so you can put all these makeup on before you start, and Zoom, if you wanted to, will remember. Otherwise, you click reset on the bottom here, and it is now reset. Everything's gone away. I'm back to normal, and I'll put my glasses on again, and I can close on the bottom right-hand corner, and off it's gone. Now, wasn't that a good experience? Carol, I didn't see you behind my screen there. Right, okay. Hey, welcome to class, Carol. I didn't see you earlier. Okay. Okay, you can leave your mic off and you can just chat. Okay, really.
I met your wife. She's really nice.
Which class was that, Carol?
Your wife is so nice.
Yeah, okay. One of the craft classes?
Oh, a bunch of them.
A whole bunch of them. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, that you were here. All right. So that's the makeup. So what I want to do now is, if you see on the bottom, because I'm showing you Zoom within Zoom now, okay, you can see breakout rooms. Okay. Now, breakout rooms, it's in the free version of Zoom, but remember that there is a setting for it. And so you need to first go into your account in zoom.us and click the setting, okay? And you will then, in fact, maybe I should just show you that setting quickly, because otherwise you're going to get so frustrated. Okay, there it is there. Okay, breakout room under meeting advanced, and you've got to have it clicked there. Okay, you with me? And then I've put a preset here that gives me various options, but I'll tell you about that just now. So you've got to go there and click that to get your breakout rooms. All right, so let's come back down to the breakout rooms on the management panel, and you click the breakout rooms. Okay, now we can create as many rooms as we want. Okay, it's very handy for having breakout rooms when you are doing like a Zoom convention, or where you can actually put different speakers into each room. So those speakers could be, having different topics, and then people could choose. You see, you've got an option on the screen there. You can let the participant choose which room to go to, depending on the topic. Okay. Or you can assign them manually to each room, or you just allow Zoom. Let's say you're just going into a room in order to discuss a particular topic in your Bible study, let's say, or you teach in a language, and you've got a whole lot of different people in the class, and you want them to discuss different parts of speech or something to that effect, and come back to the main room and report. So there are a lot of reasons for having breakout rooms. They vary, and you're going to find. I'm going to let you get out into a breakout room. So we'll create 3 rooms today. I create them at the top. Okay. So we'll have roughly 3 people per room, and and that'll include Lester. I forgot to introduce you to Lester. Lester is our TA today. You're getting familiar now what Get Set Up TAs are. They are technical assistants, they're teacher assistants, whatever. They're there to help, And if you're having any problems, they'll help you. Or if I miss your questions, they'll help as well. So Lester, welcome to the class. I'd love to have you here. So it's great. All right. So we're back to the breakout room. So now we decided on 3 rooms. And I'm now going to click create. Okay, not yet. We're just getting to now the 3 rooms. Now you can see the little white screen that comes up. It's got the 3 rooms. Okay, so what we can do now with these 3 rooms is if we put the cursor over, let's say room 1, have a look which room you're in. Okay, and we can rename the room. So we can click on it and, call it whatever we want, room A, B, C, we can call room 1, and we can rename 2 to D, F, G, and 3 we can rename to B, N, M. Just happen to be 3 letters on my keyboard together. Okay, so you've now got 3 rooms, okay? And you've got 3 people in each room, and we've named the rooms. Okay. Now we have other options on the left-hand bottom. You can click on options, and now you can allow participants to choose their own room. That is really relevant when you've got different topics in each room that are going to be discussed for the next hour, say. Okay. You would then allow them to go into the topic that they want to listen to or participate in. Okay, and you can allow participants to come back to the main room at any time, and you automatically send everybody. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm automatically going to send you all into a room. Now, when you get to the room, there are only going to be 3 of you. Then I want you you've got 3 minutes. I'm only going to allow you 3 minutes in the room. You can see I put it there. You can make this 60 minutes if you wanted to. Okay. But I just want you to get the experience. So because there are 3 of you in your room, we've got 3 minutes. You've each got 1 minute to share who you are with the 3 people in your room. Okay.
Is this going to automatically break us up, or do we have to do something in particular?
No, it's going to automatically break you up.
Okay.
I've been showing options, and on the right-hand side here at the bottom, it says to the host, open all rooms. Okay, so I'm going to open all rooms now, and maybe we say that the person on top of the screen, on top of your list, which is Carol in the first room, Jean in the other, and Carol in the third, another Carol Coombs. Okay, maybe you start off because you've only got a minute each to talk about yourself and share yourself. So go and have fun and make good use of your 1 minute that each of you got. So goodbye.
Will you do a flask for me at 9?
I'll do that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to close my door now to go into class.
Okay.
Was it Carol Coombs or Carol and Carol Sue that
No, Carol Coombs.
said she'd been to my class? Oh, yeah, she has. That's
That was nice.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, we enjoyed that.
Good. Okay. You got a feeling of what it was like. Eh?
Yeah, it was two of us from Michigan, the other one from Philadelphia, PA.
Okay.
Mhm.
Great. Okay. Well,
Michael, I have a question. How do I
Yes.
know who's in my room? I wasn't sure
It was on
when
that
to
little
talk.
list.
It was nice meeting my roommates, my breakout roommates. I
Yeah.
wasn't quite sure who was in the room with me. Should I look to the gallery view, or I wasn't quite sure where I was. Sorry.
Oh, didn't you hear my explanation? Did you come in a bit late? Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm cooking dinner at the same time, so pardon me. I'm gonna have to make sure that the other doesn't.
Okay.
I'm cooking
But
for my family. Thank you. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I missed that.
No, in the beginning, the names all come up on a list before you break into a room, and you can see everybody's name, and then you can see their names when you're in the room as well, sort of on there or their video. Yeah, it was just showing people how to break out into rooms. Okay, there wasn't a purpose for breaking out other than to gain the experience, and some of you had fun in that process as well. So. Okay, what I want to show you now is the polling. Now, remember, the polling does not come with the free version. So, yes, Carol, that's it. It doesn't come with the free version. But I showed you earlier where you can have a look at the professional version and how much it costs as well. So you can go and have a look at zoom.us and see. But I want to show you, because obviously Get Set Up, which I'm using there, Zoom, it has the polling. And so you go to, at the bottom, you can see where my cursor is now, and it says polls. And
I don't see your cursor.
you won't see polls because you're not the host at the moment, but you can see.
Oh, okay. Well, when you said I would see it, so I was looking for it.
Oh,
Okay.
no, you can see it. You can you all see at the bottom on management tools? Ah, that means I must go and share again. Okay.
Ah, see?
You're right, Mary. I need people like you. I really do. Can you see it now?
I can. Yes, I can.
That's good. Okay, it's on the bottom of the screen, Carol.
Mhm.
Carol, I can't hear you because you got your microphone off, but I can see your mouth moving. Okay. So leave your mic on. There we are. Okay, so now you click on polls, and in the paid version they would. Now, I have created a couple of polls, but I want to tell you that if you do not have a poll, when you click on polls, if you haven't already created some questions and answers, then you can do it in class in front of people. But you can also come in on your own when you've got nobody in class. Open your Zoom, assuming you've got a paid for version, and you can create polls. That way you can also go to the clouds and you can create polls and it will save them. Okay, so I click this little down arrow at the top, and I want to do this particular question now. Now you can see, can you see the question on the screen? Okay, just say yes or nod your head or something. Okay.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the question is, which pet do I currently own or would like to have? Okay. And so what I'm going to do now, you can, I want to give you this poll. You're going to actually do it. Okay. And there is a right at the bottom, you will see that, none of the above. Okay. And that's fine too. So I'm going to give you say a minute or two just to go through. As soon as I click launch, you can see at the bottom there, there's launch poll, and I can click launch, which I'm going to do now. Then I want you to choose, if you don't have any pets or you're not interested in pets or you wouldn't like to have a pet, then just click number 8, which is none of the above. Okay. But now I'm doing this particular survey because I want to use the information, because Carol Coombs has been in my wife's class, and she wants to have a class of how to make toys for your pets. Okay, so and you might want to join that class when it launches. And so she wants to know what sort of animals or pets people have who are our age. Okay, so I'm going to click launch. Please, when I assume you're finished, I will bring you back to. So good luck. Go and choose your launch. Click your dog or your rabbit. Okay, touch. None of you, can you see your options? Or are you still reading them? All right, that's fine. Okay.
Do we hit the submit button or you pull it back?
You're going to do it. You've got to choose your animal.
It doesn't seem to work, the submit button.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work.
Now just touch what you want. Okay, just see.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we are. Now it's coming now. Just touch them. Okay, we had one person. Let's do it. Come. If you have a problem, please let me know, or let Lester know.
I don't see the polling question.
It's right at the top. Right at the top in green. Which pet do I currently own or would like to have? You know, I can bring it down a bit if you want to.
Oh yeah, mine went through.
I answered my question.
Oh, I see it now. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just waiting for the others.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Jack, have you managed? I'm sorry, I've got your mic off. Your mic is off. Okay.
I'm all done.
Okay. See, as a host, it tells me that 3 out of the class have actually gone through. And okay, all right. Are you all done, or anybody still want some more time?
I'm finished.
Okay, now I'm just thinking of somebody who has not finished, that's still looking. Anybody still looking?
Finished.
Okay, any puzzling out? Okay. Hiroka, are you finished?
Yeah, I clicked none of the above, but I cannot submit it.
Okay, okay.
Well, it looks like it's up to 100% at the bottom.
Yeah.
67 and 33.
Yeah, so just touching it is all you need, really. That's fine. Okay. Okay, I'm going to end the polling now so that we can move on to other things. But I want to show you when by ending the poll, I click on end the poll, and I click on share the results. And now you should be able to see the results. Okay. And I can page down. And can you see the results?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Okay. All right. So I can relaunch, or I can share that, or I can download the results and save them. But I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so let's just close that, and we'll close that. Okay. All right, so we're all back from the polling, and that's in a paid version. Can you now still see my tools at the bottom of the screen?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Then I don't have to share again. That's fine. Now, what I'm going to do now, you see on the left towards the on the bottom on the left towards the left, you get a security icon. Now, that security icon it only shows up in the host's screen, and you click on that. Now you've got various options. First of all, we start right at the top. Can you see the little menu that has jumped up above? Okay, thank you. You can, often you need to lock a meeting. You know, if you're having a business meeting, a director's meeting, or you just don't want latecomers because it's just not appropriate, then what you would do is click lock the meeting once you have reached the time that you want to lock it. So everybody's in or everybody's not in, but you're going to lock the meeting. So as soon as you lock the meeting, nobody else can come in to that class. Okay, so you would just click it and it would come next to it. Okay, you can enable waiting rooms before you start your class, so you can come into your class. I come in usually 20 minutes early, and I look through my settings. I set up what I want and get it ready, and automatically would get set up. You can't enter until almost a minute before. And so I don't even have to worry about that. But you might want to put everybody into a waiting room, and then you can bring them in. It's another advantage of a waiting room is to see who you're letting in. Okay, so because they've got to ask permission from you, or Zoom asks permission from you to let you in. So you can see who it is, and you don't have to let them in. Okay. Okay, you can hide profile pictures and just have names come up. But then underneath that, this is allow participants to. Do you want them to share the screen? I'm going to click that because I don't want them to share the screen. Okay. But they're happy to chat and rename themselves and mute and unmute themselves or start the video. And then I'm going to click, I want them to annotate on shared content. So I click that. And now participants are allowed to annotate, and we're going to do that. Right at the bottom, we can remove participants. So if yes, but sometimes people get really rude and rowdy, then you can warn them, or you just remove them. And you can also suspend participants' activities. And not actually remove them, just stop them from participating or talking or anything. Okay, and sometimes
just mute it out and they can't talk. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you remove them, they get kicked out of the class altogether.
Oh.
Okay, now what happens is sometimes people, they're called bombers, Zoom bombers. They come into your class and they're not invited. They are hackers. And they are rude, crude, pornographic.
Boy.
People just do this for fun, and then you try and remove them. You can sometimes. Other times you actually can't remove them. Their programming is too good, and then you've got to close your class and tell people to re-enter again. So anyway, so that's the security that you've got, and you can see it just by clicking on security as a host. All right. Are there any questions about security? Because I want to now move over to sharing.
I had a question. My friend hosts just several Zoom groups, and there are like different groups of friends. So I was in the Zoom group with her. I'm sorry.
What happened?
I was in the Zoom. That was my kitchen alarm. So what happened was she had her, 12 friends that we get together over Zoom, every couple of weeks. And then we were discussing some things. All of a sudden, someone showed up in the meeting. It was her friend from a different group. And I guess this person must have gotten the time or day wrong. It was kind of embarrassing. And I think, so it was her friend. It wasn't a stranger or somebody who just crashed, like a hacker. But I don't know, it sounds like maybe she used the same ID for the meeting or something, but I'll tell you, it was embarrassing because all of a sudden this person was there He
Yeah,
didn't know
I
anybody
understand.
else. And it was a little bit, uncomfortable because it was only her that knew that she knew him. Nobody else, the other 12 people didn't know who he was. That
Yeah,
never happened to me before.
yeah.
So did she block him out then?
It was her friend, but
Well,
it's
so
a
each day
friend from, she had to just gracefully say, oh, this is a different group of friends.
okay.
It was embarrassing actually to everybody. And actually one of the people that was there was not happy that all of a sudden this person just showed up.
Well,
Okay.
things
Innocently.
happen. Things happen. It's an accident.
Yeah, but
I think
what
she needs a different meeting ID or something. I don't know, for her different friends groups. I don't know
when-
how that is.
let me, when have you done the basic Zoom course, either with me or with other people? There are a lot of people that do the Get Set Up, the basic Zoom, introduction to Zoom.
I have, and I've actually, but I don't usually host meetings. I usually attend meetings. So I
Okay.
don't know how all the setups are.
Okay. You can certainly prevent that. Okay. And if you come to one of my introduction Zoom meetings, or it's a question to ask, because what you can protect each meeting with a password. Okay. And then nobody can get into your meeting unless they've got the password. So you only give the password to the people you want. The other thing is, if you don't use passwords, you've got a meeting ID. So that ID, anybody can go and put that ID into their Zoom app, and it'll come into your room. Okay. So remember that it's you're not limiting people just by sending them an invitation. Other people can come if they've got your room ID. Okay, but really come again to one of the introductory classes, and I'll emphasize that and show you how to do that. All right, I want to now show you how to share screens. But one thing, I mean, you see that in the basics, okay? But I want to show you how to share 4 screens at the same time. Okay, so you can see the green share at the bottom of my thing there. Okay, I click on that. And as you know from your basics, that you now have an option. And let me just see where, okay. I thought I'd opened those. Maybe I hadn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, if you want to share something, okay, you click on the first thing that you want to share, okay, then you hold down Control on your keyboard and you click whatever else you want to share, okay, and you then click Share, okay, and now all these screens come up and you can manipulate them as you want to. You can bring them around, you can make them smaller, and you can fit them all into little sections like that. And you can move them around as you want to, okay? And so you can, yeah. So you can
How are you moving them?
Just with my cursor. Just with
Up
my
at the
cursor.
top? Do you grab it at the top?
Yeah, you grab it at the top and you can move, okay?
Okay.
And you can make them bigger, smaller, just by grabbing on the edge of them, okay? So you can position them however you want to position them, okay? And you can even go into, let's say, any one of your own. This is now my own device, okay, my directory. So you can even go in and pull files out of that. You know, if I, for argument's sake, let's just go to that, and we go to that, and we can get that, and we go to classes, and we can, let's say, go to, anyway, I'm deviating here, really getting you into a situation where I'm getting into detail that I shouldn't show you, quite honestly, because I'm going to confuse you. But the idea of this was to show you that you can operate your device, and also you can share 4 screens at the same time. So you can have screens up. Let's say you've got an agenda, and then, or you've got 4 documents that you want to share, and so they're all possible options that you can then use in class. So you can upload anything that you want into 4 sections. Okay.
Michael, how big are they? Are they like that small that you're showing us, or would it be?
No. You can make it a quarter of your, whatever size your screen is, you can make it. Let me just take that one down. You see, this one here now is taking up a lot of the screen, so you can actually.
Okay.
Okay. So now you can move that to the top of your screen if you wanted to, and this one underneath. You can move out and put it next to that one. Okay.
Where did you start on this again?
Share screens. Okay.
Share screen. Under
share screens. Okay.
Okay. Just at the bottom it says share screens. Okay.
Yeah. You share screens, and then you hold your control button on your keyboard and you click whichever ones you want. Okay. So this comes in handy. So in fact, while I've clicked one of these, I want to show you, I'm going to just enlarge that one. Okay. You see this one I've enlarged now. You're going to need it for my next, what I'm going to show you. I'm going to share something, and I want you to annotate on the whiteboard, let's say, or on what I'm sharing. There'll be a few things. And you'll I will share the whiteboard, and all you will see will be a whiteboard, okay? But on your screen, and it appears and then disappears. You see this on the top here, this green. You are viewing Michael's screen. That will come up, and you've got to find it. And then you see view options, and there's a drop-down arrow. I want you, on the next thing that I do, is to find that. It could be, remember, it disappears. It's not going to stay on your screen. You'll see it when you first go. Otherwise, you've got to push your cursor outside the screen to bring it down. And it might be at the bottom. It might be at the top. Okay. So just look for what this in the next. I'll tell you when to look for it. Look for options and click the down arrow. Okay. So I'm going to just close that off, and we'll close that off. And we'll close, no, we won't close that off. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing now so we can start from the beginning again. Okay, okay, that's a pleasure. When I see you saying thank you, that's fine. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click again. You can see my management tools at the bottom of the screen. Say yes, yeah, well, it's fine. So now I click, and Zoom has something called a whiteboard. Okay, there it is there. And I click whiteboard, it puts a blue frame around it. Can you see me clicking the whiteboard?
No.
Good.
You don't have it up. Well, you're not sharing.
Okay, then we'll go back to sharing. There we are. Let's just see why that.
You're still not.
No. I know that.
No, now you are.
Okay. Can you see the screen that comes up now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I click on whiteboard. You see the whiteboard that I'm going to click on?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Now I'm going to click share. So I click share. Now you see the whiteboard. Now look for what I just shown you. That little thing that Michael's sharing, options. Click down the options and click on annotate. And then start annotating. There we are. Carol's got it. Okay. And Jean's got it. Okay.
Is annotate text? Is it text?
Say again?
Is annotate text, or is it something?
You can annotate with text, yes. You know, you can click text and then click on your screen, and then you can, type in something in text as well.
Oh.
Okay. So you can. So you can draw. You can if you just hold your cursor over draw, you will see a whole lot of different shapes. If you click on, let's say, the rectangle shape, then you bring your cursor down to the whiteboard and you just drag it. And then as you drag it, it opens a rectangle or a square or whatever shape you want. Ah, lovely kitties and men, nice. Okay, some of you are artistic. That's super. Okay. All right. Are there any of you that are really lost, that you couldn't find your annotation tools?
That would be me. That would be
Could be
me.
me.
How'd you guys do that?
Okay, you've got to look for that. Remember that screen I showed you a moment ago? You've got to look, push your cursor, because it disappears, you're looking for your tools.
It's at the very tip top where it says view options. Very tip top.
Oh, on there. Okay.
Wait a minute.
There. Okay. All right.
Well done.
I thought we were trying to get on this little tiny thing and I couldn't read it. Oh, got it.
You got it now. Okay.
Yeah.
Just annotate. I want to, because as you annotate, then your name comes up, and there, Peggy, you are now annotating. I like you.
There we go.
Stamps. That's super. You just stamp all over and the text. Okay. So what I want to do now is show you, some other tips and tricks. Okay, this is basic. Okay, so you get this on the free version, and you can play hangman, you can play noughts and crosses, and you can draw, and you can use it for brainstorming just by clicking text and then typing up whatever people are brainstorming, words and so forth. So that becomes a lot of fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, stop annotating for a minute. But don't forget where you found your animating tools, because you're going to need them for my next example. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to click on clear, and I'm going to say clear all drawings. So I click on that, and then they all disappear. Okay. And now I'm going to stop sharing. And right. So now we're back to this. Now, what I want to do now is a little different. Okay, I'm going to share again. Let's just share. I want to share my entire screen again, entire desktop. Okay, and we come down, and now you can see my tools at the bottom of the screen. You can't?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, some of you
Yes.
can. Others say you can't. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Other Carol, you seem to be puzzled. Okay. Just my tools at the bottom, not.
Oh,
just
I
on-
see. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now, what I want to do now, I want to share. Let me see. In fact, I'm going to just go and I'm going into my own. You're going to see it. I just want to get to showing you something on. Let me just get there, and I want to get to. This is what I want to do. There we are, and I want to click on that. Okay, so let's just minimize that. And we can max. Okay, I guess you can't see what I've got up on the screen now, the white?
Yes.
Can you see?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I want you now to look. In fact, let me do it differently. I think what I'm going to do, yeah, I'm sharing, so that's fine. No. Okay. Now, I want you to look for your annotating tools. Okay. I can make that big, or I can reduce it a little, whichever size you want. Now, I want you to look for your annotating, where it says Michael's sharing again. And now I want you to, highlight a word. Okay.
Where's highlight?
There we are. You've got it. Okay. There are different ways you can do it. You can go to draw and get the thick arrow. There we are. Then you can go to like that. Okay. All find your annotating tools again and look for the word. And if you want a different tool, you go back to select again and click on select. Okay. Then you can choose a different line or whatever you want to do. Okay. Okay. Are you all finding your way around?
No.
Okay. Have you found your annotation tools yet?
No.
Look in the same
Very,
place.
very tippy top again.
View options up at the top of the big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we are.
Well, you guys left me, so just leave me and I'll just watch you.
Try and find it. It's hiding from your screen. Okay, so you've got to move your cursor maybe to the top of your screen on the right or right to the bottom of the screen, and then it will appear. Okay, because it hides itself. And you've got to look for that little thing that says Michael's sharing at the moment.
Try it above Michael's head, Mary.
Right above my.
Yeah, take your cursor and see if you can get a cursor right above his head, and then view options is right above his head.
How do I get the cursor up? What, I don't even know how to do that. You lost me at the white page. That's the last time I was following suit.
Do you know how to get your cursor on your mouse on the, are you on a,
No, I'm not. I'm on a tablet.
okay.
Okay, then use your finger as a cursor then.
My finger?
Yeah.
Well, when I put my finger around over the words there, nothing's lighting up.
No, you gotta put it up. Go ahead.
Looking for the annotation tools. You're looking for the annotation tools first. So you put your finger at the top or touch it. I'm not sure. Okay.
That's okay. Just leave me out. I'll just watch you.
Okay. All right.
Thanks.
Okay. So now that becomes really interesting. I want to do one more, and maybe there's an option here. Let me just okay. I'm going to just stop sharing for a minute. Okay.
I'm sorry, I made it really big.
That's all right. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. But it's fun, and this you can do with your family, and you can get a lot of. I want to show you where you can get your word search from. Okay, I just want to make sure that we're still sharing. Yes, we are. So I want to show you other options. Hang on, let's just bring that across. Okay. We're going to come back to that. I want to show you this one. Okay, so you can go on the web. Now I'm on live on the web, and I'm on the website. Can you see the website screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it's got the word search at the top.
Yes.
Okay. So if you go to the wordsearch.com, there are all sorts of games, word search games. Television shows, sitcoms, movies, food and drink, Disney World, science, music, and for kids as well. And so all you got to do is click on one of them, and you're ready to pay. Types of gemstones. Okay, so you would click on begin, and now you search for the names that are on the right-hand side, and you can use the annotation tool that I've showed you. Okay, you look for it, and then you can go and find, and you can annotate on these gemstones and find them. Okay, so that becomes. Don't do it now. We don't have time, but you could do this with anybody anywhere in the world. Okay, by just sharing your whole screen and then finding a website that means something to you. Another thing that you can do here is I looked up trivia. You've got Trivia Plaza, like trivia. Remember Trivia Pursuits when we were growing up? Can you see the Trivia Plaza?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and it's the same sort of thing. You see, you can now decide to have a quiz show with your friends or family, and you can click anything that you see here. This is now under. You can click General, and you can go into a member, and so you can then. I've now just clicked, and can you name the famous parents, siblings of these Hollywood stars? You click play. And you're doing this online, sharing it. So who was Liza Minnelli's famous acting mother? But you would click, you see. And so now you're playing, it says at the top, I'm playing only with one person, but you can be playing with 10 people, okay? And you could be going through this. So this is all on Zoom. It's now brings another element to sharing and having family, and maybe children you don't get to see very often, or grandchildren, or even friends that you don't get to see. You can have these sort of setups, have a weekly game, and so that I think is really interesting and worthwhile knowing. Okay, right. What I want to do now is you can still see my management tools at the bottom.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to now show you about virtual reality. In fact, there's another one that I could also show you. Would you like to see, with regards to virtual reality, how to use a PowerPoint presentation as your virtual reality? Would you like to see that or not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, I gotta go to another class.
Yeah, my next class is not until 10 o'clock, so why not?
Okay, well, mine is at 9. So, Michael, I'm
Okay,
leaving.
enjoy your class.
Thank you.
Okay,
Take care.
Carol.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, we're going to talk about virtual reality. So let's first do some basics. If you click on the up arrow next to video, the little thing comes up that says choose virtual background. Do you see that?
Where is this at?
Yeah, on the left bottom of the screen on my.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay, can you see that? Jack, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so you click on that, and that immediately takes you to the options of virtual background. Now, the problem with virtual backgrounds is every computer does not necessarily allow virtual backgrounds because it's not powerful enough. Okay, and you need certain prerequisites, and there are defaults to backgrounds. So if you want to check, Zoom offers you those sort of reads and the bridge and so forth as options. Otherwise, you can upload your own JPEG. And if you see that plus sign, it's very small. You see that on the right middle where my cursor is. Okay,
Yes.
if you click on that, it says add image. Okay, so let's say add image, and let's say that you were a baker and you wanted to make an image advertising you come to your computer, you click on the picture you have created beforehand, and you click open, and now you Kevin's Cookery Company, okay, as your background, and you have cookery. It's a JPEG. It's nothing more than just a picture that you've uploaded, okay, and so now you can play around with whatever you've uploaded, and
But that's still only for the host. That's not for me, who's not a host, correct?
no, that's for any of you, okay.
Oh, okay, so I can find this to
But I want to take you through, because the problem, Mary, often, particularly with us more senior people, is that devices are perhaps a little old. The devices, not us. I mean, we never very old, but the devices get old, and so there becomes a problem with troubleshooting with, and so I'm going to urge you to, because you don't know. Let's just come back. I want to get to. There we are, that one. Okay, first of all, you must make sure on the clouds that is ticked. in your account. Because if that's not ticked, you're not going to, it's not allowing you, you're not giving yourself permission to have a virtual background. So you need to go into your settings and click on that. There you see, and then you can see here you can upload, and whatever you've uploaded from your app also comes here. Okay, and so this is your account, it's your back office. So spend time here in your back office. So you need to do that. Then you will see that I just want to click on that. Now, this is now Zoom support. Here, it's worthwhile going to your Zoom support and just search for virtual background. There's a little short video that they explain the basics on virtual background. And then they give you various prerequisites that you can click on. And by clicking on them, you can see system requirements. This is only do this if you are not being successful with your virtual background. Then you need to find out why. And I had to do that earlier this year. And I found out that I was just working on a laptop that was like 10 years old and didn't host it. Might have been even, but anyway, so I had to buy myself another desktop computer, and which I did, and it worked automatically. Okay, I even bought a green screen because sometimes they recommend if you put a green screen behind you with an older computer, then you just tell Zoom you've got a green screen, and then
that didn't work, huh?
It did work with me, but not sufficiently. You know, I found my face distorting at times, but it did work, but not to my satisfaction.
Yeah, I saw my son-in-law had a green board and a blue one to put behind his computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my stuff is probably too antiquated.
I heard this one lady went to Dollar Tree and just got a bright green plastic tablecloth, and it worked.
Yeah, it's you can. I used when I said a green screen, I just went to the material shop and I bought a dark green piece of material. Okay, I can't hear you, Carol. And that worked for me. Okay, and I've still got it sitting behind me, but you can't see it at the moment. Okay. Well, in fact, you want to see it.
Yeah. Yeah. So you wearing it as a cape or what?
Okay. Let me go. What I'll do, and I'm going to close it. I will go to the virtual background, and I'll say none. Okay. And there's my green screen.
Okay. Okay.
And I flip that over. It's actually a whiteboard, and I turn the other way. I can write on it. Okay, if I'm giving a class that I need to do maths. Okay. Another option is to use blur. So you see, blur is an option to do, and then it blurs out whatever your background is. So if you've got a lounge as a background, you just want it blurred, you can click blur, and that will work on any computer. Okay, is the blur. But when you want to use the default ones, there's a default one that Zoom puts up. Then you need to have all the capacity to do that. Okay, and possibly agree. And that's another default as well. And then, but okay, so that shows you my green screen.
Okay.
Looks like you did a nice job.
Yeah. Okay, so you know, there was one other thing I wanted to show you, but we are 10 past the hour already. I got all the time in the world. Okay. Like most seniors. So we can, do you want me to show you how to use a PowerPoint presentation as a background, as a virtual reality? Come on, let me
Why
show
not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Why not?
Yes.
Yeah, we're here already.
I got a few minutes.
Okay, well, you can just say goodbye, it's fine. So I go to share screen, I go to advanced, and Zoom has got a beta version at the moment on the left of your advanced screen that says use PowerPoint as a virtual background, and you click share, and you find a PowerPoint that you want, and it takes a little time to come up, and But what you're going to see me in front of my presentation. My presentation is the virtual reality now, okay? I can take out, if I wanted to, I can take my picture out from the top there. I'm going to say hide self view. So now I'm in front, okay? And this was I showed you in the beginning. I can click and down, you can move the slides on. There's the second slide, okay? And you can talk, you can give, I mean, this is amazing virtual background, okay? Aren't you pleased you stayed until 10 past the hour? And you can get to the Zoom. Okay, well, that's it. Are there any questions that you'd like to ask? Okay.
What other Zoom classes do you teach?
I've actually stopped teaching the basic now, and this is the only Zoom class that I teach. Basically, I'm focusing as I move forward into May and June on business classes, how to find an idea that you were born to do, and then how to put that into practice. And then I do like Zoom, not Zoom, Instagram, and I do Zoom, Instagram basic. And I'm busy working on an Instagram business as well.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I do Pinterest. I love Pinterest for saving all my ideas and things like that. So I do a Pinterest class. But if you want to see which classes are coming up, in getsetup.io, if you're looking for any guide, just go to classes on the left-hand side and just type the guide's name in. Okay. Then whatever classes he has not done yet for the month will come up. Okay. So at this time of the month, you won't find many classes. Okay. But as soon as the 1st of May comes, you will find all the other classes in there. So you can type in there and find any of them. So
how long has this program been going on?
In North America, a year, exactly a year. And they're just launching now in Australia. And they've launched in India as well, just before Australia. So it's there, and they're now making it global. Okay, so to make it global, you need classes for 24 hours across the board, and they get into that now. So
wow.
Some classes won't be in your time zone in that, but eventually you will have, North America will have 24-hour possibilities. Okay.
Wow. And who funds it? Is it a private business, or is it who's funding?
No, it is a private business started by a young guy that wanted to help people in lockdown, to understand their technology. So it started sharing technology, okay, and it's still sharing for free, okay. And as you know, you can get any class you like for free now. And so he has got some sponsors that helps the process, okay. So okay, Carol, you got to.
If you go to the orientation, they tell you that, and I think it's in like blog. When you go to the very bottom left of the main screen, it getsetup.io, and there's a little video on how he started it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I didn't know that. Thank you. I didn't know that either, because I'm also a newbie.
Well, you didn't go to the orientation, sorry.
That's from your side. I don't think the orientation was from my side.
I gotta go, Michael. Thank you.
All right, then. I think we must go. Otherwise, I'll keep you all night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet all of you.
Same here.